Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Living with Mangoes. I am going to show you a few nice little trees and all the beautiful blooms. Look at that. This is an ice cream mango tree. It's small, dwarf, and has beautiful blooms. Look at that. Woo! Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now the hope is, of course, that it holds some mangoes. But it is a beautiful heirloom looking tree. And here we have a lemon zest tree. Look at that beautiful lemon zest. Beautiful blooms on the lemon zest. Let me do an up close. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful blooms on the lemon zest mango. Woo! Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now I'm going to take you down this way, and I'm going to show you the blooms on the pina colada. Now I have this nice pina colada, nice and compact. Look at the blooms on the pina colada. Beautiful blooms on the pina colada. Let me take you a little further down and show you the blooms on that beautiful Kerry mango tree over there. Look at this little tiny guy. This is Cac. Look at Cac. Nice yellow blooms on Cac. Look at that. Deep yellow blooms on Cac. Amazing. Look at that. Small little mahashinook. But let me bypass the mahashinook and go right to the Kerry mango tree. Look at that. It's windy today, but it's not stopping the bugs from coming. I haven't seen many bugs this year though. That worries me a little bit, because when you don't have enough pollinators, you won't get a good amount of mangoes. So the hope is to have enough pollinators. But what I did was I sprayed some fish emulsion on the trunk of the tree and a little bit in the inner part of the tree to attract the flies, because the flies are excellent pollinators, and to attract a little more bugs, because I have not seen enough bugs this year, and it could be because it's still kind of cold. Look at this nice, beautiful little tree. That's the M4, that coconutty flavored mango. And the blooms are looking beautiful. These are like some white, beautiful blooms. Everything seems to be blooming nicely though. Look at that one. This is a Venus mango tree. Look at the Venus and all these blooms. I've had people ask me if I am going to sell any mangoes this year. And it's still up in the air, because I don't think that I'm going to have enough to sell. And this is the first time where they really take off and bloom well. So I don't know what type of production I'm going to have, especially with not having enough pollinators. So I can't say for sure if I'm going to have any for sale. Let's look at this guy over here. Look how nice that looks. This is the sweet tart mango. Beautiful. Sweet tart is looking good. I have a few little pollinators jumping around there. So sweet tart is looking good. And I have some new growth here also. Mixed blooms coming up. Look at this guy. This guy's an old timer. This is called the Excalibur mango tree. Excalibur. And look at the flowers on that Excalibur. Beautiful flowers. Look at that. Excalibur. Look at that little pollinator there. Huh? Stay here, guys. Stay here. Excalibur mango. And right next to the Excalibur, you have the spirit of 1976. The spirit of 76. Nice blooms on the spirit of 76. There's a pollinator right there. There you go. Keep it working. Keep it working. Nice blooms up there. Let me get a little close up on that bloom. Some nice pollinators flying around there. Right next to it, the Carrie. No, I'm sorry, not the Carrie. This is Julie mango. Look at all those beautiful blooms on the Julie. The Julie mango tree, nice blooms. Julie mango. Moving down this way. Here's the honey kiss. The honey kiss is looking good. Nice blooms on the honey kiss. And the good thing about all the blooms so far is that I have not sprayed. And all the blooms are looking good. I don't see any signs of anthracnose. I don't see any signs of powdery mildew. Look how pretty this one is. This is Ugly Betty. Ugly Betty. See, no sign of anthracnose, no sign of powdery mildew. Thanks God. Because last year we got hit with powdery mildew and it was horrible. But this year, everything looks pretty nice and clean. And I haven't sprayed, so that's great. No spraying yet. Not that I won't. If I see anything, even remotely look like powdery mildew or anthracnose, I will use mostly organic type of sprays. I really don't like hardcore sprays because, remember, we eat these things. Oh my goodness, look at that. Audrey girl, this is P22. And look at the pentacles on that P22. Woo! Wow, the smell. Strong smell on these pentacles. P22. Look at that. Loaded with pentacles on this side anyway. P22. Excellent. Right here you have a small glen. And the glen is loaded. Also, a lot of pollinators on the glen. Let's move it down, let's move it down, let's move it down. Coming down, coming down, coming down. Oh, wow. I see some nice blooms coming out of the diamond. I see some blooms starting to come out of the Khazar. Here's the diamond. Nice blooms on the diamond. And diamond is a nice small tree. Beautiful blooms. Everything looks pretty clean. This is the Khazar. The Khazar starting to do blooms. and mixed blooms as well. It's just starting, so that's good because I have too many. Oh, wow. Look at this. Tons of little pollinators coming around. Beautiful. Everything looks pretty clean. This is Fairchild. Fairchild mango. Looking good, looking good. And here, right next to the Fairchild, you have coconut cream. Coconut cream, coconut cream, coconut cream. It's true what they say. I don't see a lot of blooms on the coconut cream, but it has a fair amount of blooms. And the thing with the coconut cream is that it's a great mango. So I have a few coconut cream trees, not because of the production rate, but because they taste damn good. This guy has a few blooms here and there, up on the top, down on the bottom, and they're all pretty clean. This is that guava mango. Guava mango. Right next to it here, first time blooming, Son Paris. Son Paris is blooming for the first time this year, and it's great. And this, look at this gem. Woo! Harvest Moon. Look at Harvest Moon. Look at those panicles on Harvest Moon. Big, beautiful, thick panicles on Harvest Moon. Get a close-up on that. Look at that. Look at those panicles on Harvest Moon. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Here you have a small tree. This is the fruit punch mango. Fruit punch is always so pink. Beautifully pink. And here you have a phoenix. Phoenix is looking good. Nice panicles on phoenix. Phoenix, moving on, moving on, moving on. There, you have a sea crest. Look at all those panicles on sea crest. Sea crest is looking good. Let me get up close here. Beautiful panicles on sea crest. Today's a cloudy day outside. Look at that. Cloudy, cloudy day. Here you have another little ugly Betty. Look at those blooms on the ugly Betty. And I am here in Central Florida. Central Florida. And for the first time also, this big boy is going to be producing. Look at that. Starting to come out. Starting to come out. Peach cobbler, y'all. Peach cobbler. Look at that. Brother Paul, sunrise. Sunrise mango. I have two sunrises. This is the smaller one of the two. This guy right here turned out to be one of my son's favorite. Look at that. This is a cross between the Valencia Pride and the Cary Mango called Valkyrie. Valkyrie. Valkyrie is looking good. Cream brulee. Cream brulee. Cream brulee is looking good. First time producing cream brulee. This is the other sunrise. I don't want to disturb the bugs. Look at the bugs flying there. Don't want to disturb them. Let them do their thing. Second sunrise. All right. This is another Fairchild. I have two Fairchilds. First time producing also on this side. Fairchild. I'm so looking forward to this mango. Super Alfonso. Last year, it was amazing. Super Alfonso was amazing last year. And look, it's already holding little mangoes there. It's holding little mangoes, so I'm happy with that. Good. Super Alfonso did his thing last year. I even have some little avocado trees that are blooming as well. See that? But I'm gonna stick to the mangoes. This guy, Glenn. Look at this Glenn. This Glen is interesting because when we had that storm, it kind of pushed the tree sideways, and now all the blooms are bending over this way. They're like all bending towards one side. Look at this. You see that? It's funny because it's looking like it wants to go in this direction. But the blooms are looking beautiful. Look at that. And they're very, very clean. I'm keeping my eye very close on any diseases so I could jump on it. And I'm trying to go as organic as possible, making sure that I don't spray too much or anything. But like I said, if I see anything that looks like powdery mildew or anything else coming on, I'm gonna jump on it right away. Okay. Look at the Jakarta. The Jakarta is looking beautiful. Jakarta, old-time favorite. Everything looks clean, beautiful. One of Har's favorite down there. Oh, look, this avocado tree is also blooming. It's Mexicola. And this is the other Jakarta. Look at that. Beautiful Jakarta. I wonder how the Jakarta tree that I blessed the Orlando gardener with is doing. I hope it's this beautiful, because these are looking beautiful. Okay, this guy's starting to bloom nicely. This is Malika. Malika starting to look really nice. It's interesting how the panicles all look just a little different, right? They all look a little different. This is the M4. M4 is looking good. Let's look at some of these panicles. What's interesting about this M4 is that when it actually produces the mango, it has that long string that comes down and it holds that mango, and the wind pushes and stuff. You really believe that that thing is just going to snap right off. But it holds it pretty well. This little guy right here, look at all the blooms on this little guy. And they're looking beautiful. Look at those blooms. This is a cotton candy. Cotton candy. Beautiful little cotton candy. Okay. Moving on, moving on, moving on. Here we go. Look at that. Super Julie. Super Julie. Look at how beautiful. Super Julie. Lemon zest. Lemon zest. Such a great tasting mango. Woo. Seacrest. Phoenix. Wow. Look how beautiful this looks. Woohoo! Good old Carrie. This little guy is Pickering. Pickering, Pickering. Little Cogs Hall. Cogs Hall is faithful. It will fight through powdery mildew. It will fight through anthracnose. And so is this guy, the Pickering. The Pickering will fight through all those diseases. So they are faithful. Faithful, faithful, faithful. Pina colada. Pina colada. Producing a good amount of flowers for the first time. And this pina colada is producing a good amount of flowers for the first time. That's good, that's good, that's good. The smell is amazing. Amazing smell. And this is one of my most faithful trees. Last year, it produced way past its time. It was like a late season. And I see mixed blooms coming out. And just a few, it looks like it's holding there some mangoes. Just a few pure blooms. This is Venus. Venus is a faithful mango. This guy's producing for the first time. It's still a small tree. This is Sugarloaf. Sugarloaf, Sugarloaf, Sugarloaf. Look at the flowers on that Sugarloaf. Beautiful flowers on the Sugarloaf. Very windy today. This is non-duck mine number 4. It's a nice, small tree. It's very compact. Very strong tree. It's already holding a few little mangoes there. Right there, it's already holding little mangoes. Hopefully they hold on. Okay, and we have some bloom coming out now. So there's actually 3 stages in this tree. 3 different stages, which is great. And some of them still haven't come out. So we're gonna have probably a 4th stage. 4 different times of production, which is great. This is still a small tree, but it wants to produce. This is a fruit cocktail. This is another small tree, but it wants to produce. This is a fruit punch. Fruit punch. Oh, fruit punch is holding a little mango there. Let's see. Holding a little mango there. And here is a very faithful tree. I happen to enjoy this one very much. I can't say the same thing about other people's opinions, but this right here is an Angie. Angie. And Angie will fight through powdery mildew. It will fight through some anthracnose. And it's a faithful tree. And it has beautiful flowers too. Look at all those beautiful flowers. Look at that. Nice and pink and white. Beautiful flowers. Angie. And here, fruit punch. Fruit punch. Look at those beautiful flowers on fruit punch. That's one thing about fruit punch. It does really have beautiful flowers. This one was the first one to come out and flower. And so now some of the flowers are starting to die. And they're starting to turn a little brown. Is that a mango there? Yep, I see a little mango. Okay, so it's trying to hold on to something. Good. And look at this gem. Oh my goodness. What a beauty. 2 years ago, this tree produced an amazing mango. It was a delicious mango. This is a fruit cocktail mango. 2 years ago, it produced phenomenal mangoes. Delicious. But look at that. Look how pretty. Those flowers, those blooms are beautiful. Beautiful blooms. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So yes, guys, that's some of the trees that are blooming in the yard. Here's my Chinook. The Chinook is looking good. I have several Chinooks because they fight powdery mildew, they fight anthracnose, they do very well with diseases. They are faithful. So Chinook is a faithful producer. Look at that long panicle. Look at that. Have you ever seen something that long? Look at that. Long panicles. Beautiful. Beautiful panicles. There is lemon zest. Let me just stand here and get an up close look at the lemon zest from here. It's another lemon zest. Look at that. And for lemon zest being so prone to so many diseases right here, everything looks pretty clean. Everything looks pretty clean. I have another Super Alfonso here. Smaller tree, compact. Trying to push some blooms, some flowers, and starting to push most likely some mixed blooms. So the Super Alfonso looks like it's going to be a little later. It's producing a little later. Here is Creme Brulee. Creme Brulee is looking good. It only has four branches, maybe five branches. And each one of them, that one's a mixed bloom coming up. Each one of them has pure blooms, except for that one. That one looks like it's going to be mixed blooms right there. You see the mixed blooms? But the rest, pure blooms. Super Alfonso. Oh, I'm sorry, Creme Brulee. That's Creme Brulee. All right. I guess that's most of them. You know, just giving you an update on what the yard looks like. All these blooms, because these blooms are only around for a little while. Look at the different colors on the blooms. You can see the different colors. You have the kind of like yellowish there. You have kind of like the pinkish there. And you have like the white there. Look at that. Beautiful look. From the white to the pink to the yellow. Look at that. They just look so beautiful one next to another. This is a cack. The cack is looking good. We had some amazing cacks last year. Last year the cack was amazing. Can't complain about cack. And so I have also for next year, oh look, these guys are blooming too. These guys are blooming too. These are the sweetheart lychees. So for next year, oh, I have also a new variety here. It's from a seedling. It looks, the mango actually looks similar to a Gary. It has a strong coconut aftertaste. It's very, very orange inside. It's a small greenish mango. It gets yellow tinges on it. But it's a new variety because I cut down this tree and it regrew. So it was a seed. And it could be related to Gary somehow because it looks a lot like Gary, but it's not exactly a Gary. And the leaves are not exactly like Gary. But it is an amazing mango. So this year, we're going to see how it tastes. And if it is very, very good, I'm going to promote this mango. What would it be called? Who knows? We'll figure that out when we get there. But the blooms are looking beautiful. And hopefully everything comes out nice. And we could promote this mango. Oh my goodness. Look at that little guy. Pina colada. Pina colada is looking good. Have my nice little stash over here. And over here on this corner. Just to be quick about it. I'm trying not to let this go up past half an hour. Here we have some mixed blooms coming up. And we have a pure bloom right there. Pure bloom right there. And And we have, this is going to be a late season. And this is Bombay. Bombay, Bombay, Bombay. So this year, this is producing for the first time, by the way, guys. This is going to be producing for the first time this year. The Bombay. And here's the Alfonso. Who says you can't grow Alfonso in Central Florida? Alfonso's looking great. Hopefully it'll hold a few good mangoes here. We have mixed blooms and pure blooms on the Alfonso. And everything looks very, very clean. Everything looks very, very clean on the Alfonso. We're getting quite a bit of mixed blooms here. Moving on, moving on, moving on. Hey, wind, slow down. I don't want my panicles broken. I don't want the flowers broken, wind. Look how nice this looks. This is a Ping Sing Moon. Ping Sing Moon. Look at that. Wow, the smell is so strong. Look how beautiful. Small little tree. Ice cream. Ice cream looks beautiful. And now this guy's coming. This is going to be a late season. Orange Essence. Orange Essence is coming out nice. So, and this is Pineapple Pleasure. Pineapple Pleasure. And it will be a pleasure to eat you. My last count is I have about 70 varieties of mangoes. And about 140 mango trees. And they're all pretty tight. So let's see what the future brings, guys. I'm still waiting for my Valencia Pride right here to start blooming. It looks like Valencia Pride is going to take its time right here and give me some late blooms, hopefully. So with that, guys, I'm Juan Carlos, the school teacher, living with mangoes. Peace.